find this place. FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland.
The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks
and the Washington football team. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They go play action now. Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Number 29,
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Here now Roberts. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escapes the sack. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
On the keeper. The tackle made by Jordan Brooks. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, Wilson going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Washington on 3rd down. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another Washington first down.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so... You might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. DeMarcus Lawrence. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Wilson steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And Washington has taken a first quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Gain of 15. And
now a run with Geis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Darnell Savage.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Seahawks, nothing.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Taken down at the 19.
He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Geis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jannard Avery. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Haskins. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. They'll run with Geis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? this could cost him.
Complete.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Play action. Now Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On play action, Haskins going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 58 yards. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Haskins out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. On 2nd and goal, Haskins. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
The score is Seahawks 10, Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fielded at the 20. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Able to find his running back, Geis. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Haskins. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. To return is Roberts. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Wilson. It fights him off. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Ricky Seals-Jones the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Just like that. Just like that. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look that. Look that.
Throwing again. Wilson. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
44-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Another Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Going for it all. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
For DeAndre Hopkins. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Rashawn Gary able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, that's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll find Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Geis. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Haskins not the most mobile of quarterbacks, but delivering there on the scramble to pick up the 1st. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Play action. Haskins. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
And the Seahawks 1st down.
On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Haskins to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Hughes.
Haskins.
Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third and 2, now Haskins. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
The kicker on.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Seahawks 17. Washington 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They go play action now. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Geis, they'll try to run it. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
From the gun, Haskins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
By the Seahawks.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Haskins, he'll rifle this one deep right side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
To number 80.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 27. Washington.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's going to wind up and air it. And this is caught inside the 5. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the... And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Russell Wilson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Seahawks 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
27.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
3rd down, here's Haskins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And Washington has retaken the lead.
Washington.
So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for
chart.
1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Haskins to throw. And he
takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hughes. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This is Geis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here we go with Haskins. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And with time of... factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jarran Reed in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He'll look to throw. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And that's caught left side. Seals-Jones with it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.